Well, good afternoon, everyone. Rocking my Scranton, Pennsylvania Schrutz Farms beet shirt, beet purple. Of course, picked up the win last night. Here we go, Steelers. Also, to kind of explain it a little bit, let me actually adjust this. Explain this a little bit, but I got more of a clearer picture of this. So, for the Steelers' path to the playoffs, we play the Baltimore Ravens. We have to win that game. The Colts, I believe it is, play the Carolina Panthers. Not 100% sure on that, but whoever the Colts play, Colts have to lose. And then I didn't double check it. I want to say it's the Chargers and Raiders play. And as long as a team wins and a team loses, then we're in the playoffs. So, I mean, Ravens were a top team. They've lost like 3 of their last 4 games by a point. A point. And that 4th game, I think they lost by 2 points. So, I mean, they are a challenge. Actually, one of the games that they lost by a point was to the Steelers. And what happens is they have the opportunity to go for a tie, but instead they've been going for a 2-point conversion to win and have missed it. So, I mean, they're literally like there. And if they had gone for the point, they would have tied the game, and who knows the outcome. They may have won or lost in that. And there's always a possibility that the field goal is blocked and they don't get it. So nothing's guaranteed. But it's still kind of a little scary in a way. That like they can be a dangerous team. So that's not easy. And the Colts, as I said, I believe it's Carolina. They're not like a fabulous team this season, like their win-loss record. So I mean, there is, the Colts are favored to win that game. So I feel that we're probably about 50-50 against the Baltimore Ravens. And I would have to say I feel almost like 60-40, 70. I'd probably say 70-30 for the Colts. But I need that 30%. I need my Steelers to win. I need I need the Colts to lose. And then we need that other game to not end in a tie. No ties. No ties are allowed. So yeah, that's the football situation. Also, too, some people. I was talking to my buddy about this the other day, and it's kind of funny. Like, where do I always stand, and who's my team? Where am I at? So, growing up, I was an Oakland Raiders fan. I believe it was Oakland, or was it LA Raiders? Because they kind of had bounced back and forth. But when I first really kind of my oldest memory is watching Bo Jackson. And of course, you also had Howie Long over there. So I was always a Raiders fan, and Raiders have kind of held a spot for me, just because that was the first team I really got into. And then I found Deion Sanders, and I became a Deion Sanders fan. And whatever team Deion Sanders played for, that's my team. That's the team I want to see win. I don't care if they're playing the Raiders, Deion Sanders team. And then people are always like, well, we're a front runner because, I was a San Francisco 49er fan. They won the Super Bowl. I became a Dallas Cowboy fan. They won 2 Super Bowls. And I'm like, I'm not picking the teams because they're in the Super Bowl. I'm picking the teams that Deion Sanders plays for. I'm following Deion. Deion went from a Super Bowl team to another Super Bowl team. Not my fault. So yeah, Deion, of course, came to retirement and has left the game. So I had to find somebody. And one night I was over at the Northern Lights Theater watching a Monday Night Football game. And I don't remember who they played against, but it was the Pittsburgh Steelers. And there was this guy with this long flowing hair and he was just making all these hits and tackles, breaking up plays. I'm like, dude, who is this guy? Well, it's Troy Polamalu. As I'm doing some research on Troy Polamalu, I find out he's from 10 Mile, Oregon. And that's not too far from Roseburg, Oregon, which is where I was born. So it's like, that's my guy. You know, he's from my neck of the woods. I mean, I left Roseburg when I was 2, but I mean, come on, still. That was my guy. And it's funny, too, because people are like, "Who are you going to support the local team?" I'm like, there's no football team in Oregon. 10 Miles in Oregon, and Troy Polamalu's Oregon. I am supporting the local team. So I became a big Troy Polamalu fan. I actually got to attend my first NFL football game, and it was the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Houston Texans, which was, I want to say, Adrian Peterson and J.J. Watt. So I got to watch J.J. Watt play in this game. This was Big Ben, Troy Polamalu, Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, Chris Boswell. You know, the Killer Bees with Troy Polamalu. Phenomenal game. Of course, we won that game. It was close, but we pulled down the W. And unfortunately, Troy Polamalu left. Actually, kind of more or less from what I understand, he got released and just went into retirement instead of going to another team. So now I had to find a new team again. Well, at this point, you know, I became a fan of Ben Roethlisberger. It was always great watching him because literally you'd watch the pocket collapse on him. And as there's all these players over here, there's out comes Ben Roethlisberger from the pile of bodies. They never got him. He just walked out and he would go over here and just throw the ball. And I always loved that. And, you know, it was a good team. You know, Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, who, of course, both those guys have had bad situations and have left the team. But I decided to kind of keep my alliance with the Steelers. You know, I kind of got to know these guys. This is my team. So it's like holistically still, you know, from what's that word? Nostalgic reasons. I mean, Oakland still kind of has that special spot for me, but my true team is the Pittsburgh Steelers. And another cool thing that got happen to me. Flip that. I don't know how well that shows, but it says this is to certify that Jason, my last name, is a veteran. Steelers Men Fantasy Camp. Yeah, I got to go to a fantasy camp. Pittsburgh Steelers. It was at St. Vincent College. That is where they do the preseason. Well, not the what is that? Warm ups and everything. Training camp. That's what I'm looking for. Training camp. I got to work with like the coaches, the training staff of the Steelers. I mean, I got to work with. I got to get. You know, I was taught to throw a football by Charlie Ward, the backup. I mean, there was so many different. Barry Foster, the running back. The other Barry, they used to call him because he played opposite of Barry Sanders at the time. I mean, I got to meet so many legends of the Steelers who embraced me, and it was a cool experience to be there. So it's always funny. It's like, well, my team, well, we got eliminated. We won the Super Bowl. People are like, yeah, we won the Super Bowl. When did you ever play for the Steelers? June 3rd through. Okay, I didn't play. I did training camp, worked with them. I mean, I think that kind of counts. So, I think I get to say we. So, Steelers kind of, again, now that's kind of more. And then, of course, with the addition now of TJ Watt, and of course, now we got Derek Watt. But yeah, TJ is a beast. I mean, he's another Troy Polamalu almost. So, Steelers are still my team. And I always joke about this. I heard I was at this wrestling event, and somebody once said this, and it's kind of true. Like not Troy Polamalu, Tom Brady is the ultimate heel in the football. Like in the professional wrestling world, Tom Brady's the bad guy because he's the skilled athlete, good looks, and he's great, and you can't just beat him. So for me, it's always been like whenever my team got eliminated, I'm like, that's it. Here we go. Here we go, Patriots. I'm going to the Patriots just because everybody hates Tom Brady. Well, I'm going to be the guy that likes the guy that you don't like. So I'm now the Tom Brady fan. So anytime my team gets eliminated, I always jokingly, kind of seriously though, I mean, I go for Tom Brady because he's the guy most people hate. So it's like, I mean, now of course Tom Brady's over with Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Did the same thing last year. You know, that was my team. Since my real team's out, my backup playoff team is always Tom Brady. But then this year something kind of cool happened. I did not set this up, and I don't know where that's at. So here, we talked about it recently. And it's why sometimes I do have to be careful of the things I do say, especially when it does come to the NFL. I'm not sure where that's at. Well, I always kind of joked about this. I always kind of said I would never do this, but I did it. Green Bay Packers are a publicly owned team. It's rare that you can ever get the opportunity to buy stock in the team. And it's kind of like a different type of stock because it's not one that you can sell. It's not one that you get dividends from. But yeah, you're a publicly owned team. So I bought. So I bought into them. And they sent me the certificate. It's got this letter in there. And even in the letter, it says you can now say that you like partially own a football team. I own maybe, I don't know the actual number, but I own like 0.00000000001 percent of the team. So I'm an extreme minority owner of the Green Bay Packers now. Just happened this year, so kind of got a pull for the Packers now, I guess. So it's kind of funny, like my team is Pittsburgh. I kind of have played for Pittsburgh, but now literally, my team is the Green Bay Packers. So that's just kind of where I'm in the NFL situations. Nostalgic. I always have that special spot for the Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders now. My team, my diehard, the team I'm pulling for, that I'm cheering for. I should probably throw in that caveat now, especially with the forthcoming announcement that it's speculated that Ben Roethlisberger is probably going to retire this year. So I'm just going to go on the record and say whatever team, like TJ Watt's my guy. Wherever TJ goes, that's my player. I'm going to follow. I'm a fan of whatever team TJ Watt's on. That's the one I'm going to be pulling for. I guess my team's the Green Bay Packers. And if I ever have to choose in the playoffs and the Super Bowl, my teams are out. Here we go, Tom Brady. All right, well, that's kind of a bit off what we normally do here, but I'm going to, do different things. Figure today we talk about the NFL. I've got all my items listed from my last run for Mercari. So I'm going to go out and buy some more stuff. Show you some of the haul that we get today. Hope you're all having an incredible day. And we'll be back here in a little bit. Well, it's official. We found a storage unit that we'll start off with. Got these two tables I placed in here. I would turn the light on to show you more, but is that right? I feel like a light bulb would be provided to you. I don't know. But yep. Actually, because we're going to have a bin, so while I flip those tables, put them over here. But I want to give you guys the first look. 5x10 storage unit. Well, it was short-lived. I talked to the front desk. I guess he said that people were tampering with the light, so this doesn't have lights. So I gotta move to another unit. So here's today's haul. I built a red raptor bear, a goalie mask for the Toledo walleye, Cars snow globe, Twilight ornament, little like a Disney plush, and a Nike thermal kind of like shirt jacket. I don't know what you want to call it. Thermal fit, so it'll keep you nice and warm. Double XL, and of course with the snow globe. Oh, sounds like beautiful dreamer. Not 100% sure on that, but plays music. Well, that's today's haul. Look for this all on our Mercari page here soon. Well, it's been the comedy of errors. So this is my new unit. Oh, why is there a chair there? You might be asking. Well, this one comes with a light bulb. Tried flipping the switch, didn't work. So I went home, grabbed a couple other boxes, so we can start using the storage unit. And I even grabbed a new light bulb. Thought maybe the light bulb was worn out. But in the new light bulb, not working. So yeah, this is going to be the comedy of errors, but hopefully tomorrow we'll get everything situated. But yep, new little storage unit. Well, another day in the books. Thanks for tagging along with us today, and tomorrow head back over to the storage unit, try to get that thing situated. And that's really the major thing on the plan tomorrow. Once you get that kind of all situated, start focusing on moving more into that, reclaiming that room. But of course, you can always help me out too. Mercari. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay crazy, my friends.